From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. The House of Commons is expected to pass the Liberal government's 2-month GST break late tonight. The Conservatives and the Bloc Québécois oppose the temporary tax relief measures. But Liberal House Leader Karina Gould says the move should boost consumer confidence.
For the small businesses who are, looking to increase their sales and revenues over the holidays, who know that January and February are some of the toughest months for them, this actually makes a difference in terms of consumer confidence. It makes a difference for restaurants and cafes.
The temporary tax break is expected to pass with the support of the NDP. Labour experts say Canada Post's decision to temporarily lay off striking workers is unusual. Employment and labour lawyer Deborah Hudson expects pushback from the union, but she says the layoffs could be because of an expected drop in parcel volumes as other carriers shoulder Black Friday deliveries. The city of Vancouver says it is ready to welcome Taylor Swift and her fans as BC Place hosts the last stop of the singer's Eras Tour next week. But BC Place General Manager Chris May says areas around the stadium will be strictly limited to ticket holders only.
The biggest thing is to remember that while these are the three closing shows of the biggest tour in the history of entertainment touring, they aren't the only things happening in Vancouver on that weekend.
Thousands of people are expected in the downtown Vancouver area for the concerts as well as other events, including Canucks hockey games and the nearby Cirque du Soleil show. Air Canada will soon be the first airline in the country using facial recognition technology at the gate. Most domestic Air Canada passengers in Vancouver will soon be able to walk onto the plane without showing ID if they've uploaded their photo and passport beforehand. The softwares raise privacy and ethics concerns, but Air Canada says the option has no links to government programs. A northwestern Ontario region has been chosen as the site to hold Canada's nuclear waste. The $26 billion decades-long project will bury millions of used nuclear fuel bundles deep underground near Ignace, Ontario, but it's not expected to open until the 2040s. A woman in Alaska is taking to the sky to ensure even people in the most remote parts of her state have a happy Thanksgiving.
Alaska is mostly wilderness. Only about 20% of it is accessible by road. And that's why for a third straight year, Esther Keem has been flying low and slow over rural parts of south central Alaska in her small airplane, dropping frozen turkeys to those who can't run to a grocery store. It's become known as the Alaska Turkey Bomb. She started the annual tradition a few years ago when she learned families living off the land had little for Thanksgiving. Alex Stone, ABC News.
This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the NHL and NBA had the day off for American Thanksgiving, clearing the way for football. The Detroit Lions improved to 11-1 and benefited from some questionable Chicago play calling in a 23-20 win over the visiting Bears this afternoon. A pair of struggling NFC East rivals are meeting in Dallas right now as the Cowboys host the New York Giants. The Giants have lost 6 straight and are tied with 2 other teams for worst record in the NFL. Tonight's late NFL game sees the Miami Dolphins visit the Green Bay Packers. Interim coach Cindy Tai expects a physical contest when the 6th-ranked Canadians take on 13th-ranked Iceland tomorrow in a women's international soccer friendly in Spain.
We're going to have to be able to, match that physicality. And when we get a chance to get on the ball, settle the game and opportunities when we can be in transition, take advantage.
Canada's played Iceland twice before with a win and a draw. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.